Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Mathematics Simplified. If you like the concepts explained in this lecture, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's start chapter number 6, lines and angles. In previous classes also we have studied a lot about lines and angles. Before starting, let me tell you a point. Whatever written in black ink or blue ink, you have to consider that as your classwork. You have to write that thing in your registers. Whatever written with a different color pen, that is only for understanding purpose. Still, if you want, you can write that thing. Okay. Now let's see. So first of all, before studying lines and angles, we should understand why are we studying lines and angles, what is the importance in this real life. If you study the introduction of NCERT, you will get to know that architects who are designing big large buildings, they are first making a layout. In that layout, they are using these lines and angles to make a outline of that building. Similarly, in physics, if you study ray optics, you will be studying some lenses over there where light rays, you will be studying the motion of light or the phenomena it is following once it passes through a lens, like this. So here also you will see straight lines bending at some particular angle. So here also you will be needing the concepts of lines and angles. So to understand all these things in our real life, we need to understand these concepts very carefully. So let's start. First of all, what is a line? So I have written over here, it is a breadthless length. So it is a length. We all know line is shown like this. So it is considered that the breadth of this line is negligible. Although it cannot be 0, but it is negligible, you can say, and it is having arrows at both the ends and it can be increased in both the ends. Okay, so you can say if AB is a line, then it can be extended on both the ends. You can make it like this, you can make it like this, and so on. Okay, now what is a line segment? From a line, if we take a portion or a part of line, that is known as line segment. So suppose from this line only, if I take this part AB, I will get a line segment AB. We denote line segment AB by AB, a line over it, like this. Okay, then we have third point, ray. We all know about sun rays. So they are starting from sun and reaching all over the universe. So these rays are lines having a end point. So if there is an end point and on other side there is an arrow, it is known as a ray. Okay, then we have collinear points. Co-linear. Co means together, linear means line. So the points which are existing together on a straight line, they are known as collinear points. So first of all, the definition is 3 or more points are said to be collinear if they are lying on a same line. So you can say this point and this point are collinear. Why? Because if I draw a line passing through these three, it will pass through the points, okay, like this. But if I draw points like this, then there is no line which can pass through these 3 points. Okay, so you have to draw 2 lines to pass through it. No single line can pass through these 3 points. So hence these 3 points are non-collinear and these 3 are collinear. Okay, now similarly you can define non-collinear as per this definition. Next is angle. What is the angle? As you can see, angle is formed by 2 rays having common endpoint called vertex. So we can see whenever we have a common vertex and 2 rays are having this common vertex, so an angle is formed. In this case, I have named the angle as theta. You can name it as x, y, whatever you want. All are variables only. Okay. So this OB and AO are known as arms of the angle. AO and OB are arms of the angle vertex is O only, that you already know. Okay, now we'll study about types of angles in your book. From there only I have taken this diagram. You can draw this easily. First type of angle is acute angle, which is more than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. Please make sure that this should be more than only. If someone says x equal to 0 degree is acute angle, it is wrong. It should be more than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. First part is acute angle. Second type of angle is right angle, where angle is equal to 90 degree, like this. Third is obtuse. Obviously we have studied more than 90 and less than 180. So angle Z is more than 90 and less than 180. Then we have a straight angle like this. It is equal to 180 degree. Finally we have a reflex angle, which is more than 180 but less than 360. So this is the reflex angle. In case someone gives you this angle, suppose this one, can you say x plus t equal to 360? X plus t is equal to 360 degree. This will help you to find the value of reflex angle very easily. We know this is the reflex angle. Suppose you know value of x, so you can say t equal to 360 minus x. So suppose a question comes कि if x is equal to 30 degree, then what is t, or what is the reflex angle? What is reflex angle of x? So that means we have to take the complete minus x. So it will be given by 360 minus 30, that is equal to 330 degree. This is the reflex angle, and also we can observe and verify this is more than 180 but less than 360. Okay, now after this fifth part we have sixth part, a complete angle. Complete angle is two rays, one over above, one over other, like this only. So if you start like this and you keep on moving and end at the ray again, then you have traveled how much angle? 360 degree angle. So this x equal to 360 degree is a complete angle. Now seventh type, complementary angles. The angles or two angles whose sum is 90 degree are known as complementary angles. So if someone says 30 degree and 60 degree, they are complementary angle. Similarly 89 and 1 degree is also a complementary angles. Hence this is clear. Now supplementary angles, similar definition, but this time the sum is 180 degree. So if you take 140 degree and 40 degree, in that case these two will be supplementary angles. Now what are adjacent angles? Two angles are adjacent if they have common vertex, common arm, and non-common arms are on different side of common arm. Okay, let's see it one by one. Definition is saying two angles are said to be adjacent. So in this case I have drawn this diagram. You can say there is ray AO, this one, ray OC and ray OB. These three rays have a common vertex O and a common arm OC. You can say if I take this angle has arms OA and OC. This angle has arm OB and OC. In both the cases vertex is same for three rays. These angles have common arm OC, and the non-common arms, that is OA and OB, are on the different side of common arm. So hence the definition is met. Now what is name of this angle? If I ask what is the name of angle, you will name it like this, AOC. So the angle name is angle AOC. This angle name is BOC. Are adjacent angle. Also we can write this as COA, no issue. The main thing is O should be in center only, the main angle. It can be written as COB, no difference, both are same things. for convenience we can assume the name as 1 and 2 also, like this. So we can say angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles. So we will be using this notation mostly in the questions, because writing every time this complete angle make it little bit confusing. Okay, so adjacent angle is clear. Now let's see linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles is a special case of adjacent angles only. In that case we have seen the non-common arms, that is OA and OB, were like this. If these non-common arms form a straight line, you can see this OA and OB are now forming a straight line. In that case, these two adjacent angles 1 and 2 will become linear pair of angles, because these pair of angles are forming a line. Okay. Also we can observe the sum of 1 and 2 is how much? Angle 1 plus angle 2 equal to 180 degree. So you can read the definition also. It is, in case of adjacent angles, if non-common arms forms a straight line, then adjacent angles are called linear pair of angles. So the final angle that we are having is vertically opposite angles. In vertically opposite angles, we need to understand when two lines intersect each other, when two straight lines intersect each other, then there are 4 angles formed. You can see 1, 2, 3 and 4. Such angles in which 1 and 2 are opposite to each other, we call them vertically opposite angles. So 1 and 2, angle 1 and angle 2, comma, angle 3 and angle 4 are vertically opposite angles. Also, we all know in the last class we have studied that these angles are equal also. So we can say angle 1 equal to angle 2, comma, angle 3 equal to angle 4. Now, if someone gives you a question like this, one straight line and one second. In this case, if you observe, can we say this time that angle 1 and angle 2 are equal? No, because this time we have one straight line and 2 rays. These are not 2 lines. So whenever 2 lines intersect, then only we get vertically opposite angles. In this case, that is not applicable. So you need to understand the lines, only lines should intersect, then only we get pair of vertically opposite angles. Rest we will do in the next lecture. Thank you. If you found this lecture useful, please share it with your friends. Thank you. Have a nice day.